Hey, welcome to the worst possible Commander show. I'm here with my friends, Gina.
Hi.
Brent.
I went to college.
And Jay.
Hello.
What's that?
That's my favorite plankton line.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Today we're playing the Secret Lair SpongeBob edition.
Woo.
And yeah, so that's gonna be fun. I'm not CGB. He's sitting right over there, but it's cool. It's cool. I'm cool.
Just rat
We're
it
all
out.
cool.
He
Anyway.
doesn't get the references.
Yeah, he's not a SpongeBob watcher. More reason to hate him. Anyway.
Dude.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Anyway, my commander today is Gary the Snail, which is Toxrill the Corrosive. Don't get mad at me. At the beginning of each end step, put a slime counter on each creature you control. Creatures you don't control get a 1/1 for each slime counter on them. Whenever a creature you don't control with a slime counter on it dies, I create a 1/1 slug creature token. And for Demir and sack a slug, I can draw a card. My worst possible is, don't hate me, Maha, it's Feathers Knight. So every creatures of my opponents have toughness 1.
Ew.
So they all die when my end step comes around.
What the heck?
Yeah.
I don't like it.
You're ready for
Board
that,
wipe.
guys.
Snail board wipe.
Yeah. Gina, what are you playing today?
I'm ready because I'm playing SpongeBob SquarePants, who is secretly Joda the Unifier. So my legendary creatures will get +X, where X is the number of legendary creatures I control, and I can also cast them a lot easier with the extra effect of when I cast a legendary spell from my hand, I can exile cards from the top of my library until I get to a legendary non-land card with a lesser mana value, and then I just cast it for free, and that's great for me. My whole deck's just gonna be about lots of legendary creatures and making things big, go smash smash, which is what I like to do. And the worst possible thing I could do would be if I ripped my pants. But instead, we're gonna do some other stuff. I've got a Genesis Ultimatum, an Eerie Ultimatum, and a Primeval's Glorious Rebirth. So these are crazy because 2 of them are gonna return a bunch of things from my graveyard back to the battlefield and just be insane. And then this one is just gonna let me look at the top 5 cards in my library and put any number of permanents from among them onto the battlefield just for free, which would make my stuff real big and stuff. It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I don't know if I've ever been so scared of SpongeBob.
Yeah.
You know, it's like terrifying.
Except for those weird close-ups where they're really realistic.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like, that's early back. Oh my gosh.
What are you playing, Brent?
Today I'm playing Squidward, Sarcastic Snob. Whenever a creature you control becomes blocked, you may return it to its owner's hand, and whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, draw a card. I'm going to be drawing lots of cards. That's what my goal is. I'm going to draw cards and use the drawing of cards to hopefully hurt everyone at the table. I've got Psychic Corrosion. Whenever you draw a card, each opponent puts the top 2 cards of their library into their graveyard, so hurt with mill, or Psychosis Crawler. Psychosis Crawler's power and toughness are equal to the number of cards in your hand, which could be cool if I draw a lot, but also on the bottom, whenever you draw a card, each opponent loses 1 life. So just straight up pain for me drawing cards. So as much like Squidward says, I hate all of you and I hope to hurt you all today.
Okay.
Did he say that?
Oh, that's what the bottom of the card says. I hate all of you.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna
He
have
added the extra part.
to. Yeah, the
I
extra
was
was
like,
good.
in a children's cartoon, crazy.
Shay, what are you playing?
Yes, today I have Sandy Cheeks, Marshall Astronaut.
Nice.
Yes. So, of course, this is Toski, Bearer of Secrets. The spell can't be countered. It's got Indestructible. Sandy Cheeks attacks each combat if able. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card, and it's a 1/1. So for my worst possible, this is kind of classic Shay stuff, you know?
Kinda.
Exactly, classic Shay stuff, Craterhoof Behemoth, and a Triumph of the Horde. So my goal is just to have a bunch of green, stompy guys out here and do some karate and kick some butt.
Jeez.
Okay.
Wash those elbows.
Yeah, they're sharp.
Okay, well, use promo code WORST at CoolStuffing.com or CGB5 at Dragon Shield. Get your sleeves or your cards. I'm gonna shuffle, it's fine. And what do we say here, guys?
Do your worst. I can't hear you. Do your worst. Oh!
Are you ready, kids?
Aye, Captain!
I can't hear you.
Aye, Captain!
Okay, well, I go first, so I won the die roll, so I'm going to draw. I'm going to play a Watery Grave tapped.
Good job. Good move.
Thanks.
I will draw. And I will play a mountain and pass.
Sweet. I will draw for turn. I'm going to play an island and pass.
I will draw, play a forest, and pass.
All still friends.
I'll untap. Draw for turn.
So chill.
Play an island. Tap 2 for Dimir Signet. Go ahead, Gina.
All right. Draw.
Oh, I don't like that face.
I saw something fun.
Oh, no.
All right.
It's either dangerous or
planes.
cute. I don't know which one.
It's so cute.
Might be both.
First SpongeBob card of the day. Plankton, tiny tyrant.
Yay!
Right then.
He's got Toxic 1. Plankton can't block. And he has an ability where I can do the Phyrexian thing, tap it, choose a color, and another target creature I control gains Toxic 1 and Hexproof from that color until end of turn.
Okay, Toxic 1. Ooh.
Yeah, that's not so good. But, Ben, did you see his flavor text?
No, what?
I went to college.
Nice, nice.
So a pass.
Cool. I will draw for turn. Play an island. I'm going to tap 2 for Kitsa, Otter Ball Elite. Vigilance, Prowess, and I can tap to draw a card, then discard a card, and 2 and a tap, copy target instant sorcery spell you control. You may choose new targets for the copy. Activate only if Kitsa's power is 3 or greater. And that's it. I'll pass.
Okay. I will draw. I'll play forest. And I also have a turn 2 play,
Oh, shoot.
because I'm cool. I'm going to pay 2 for a Sword of the Animist.
Whoa.
This has an equip cost of 2. Equipped creature gets +1/+1. Whenever equipped creature attacks, you may search your library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield tapped, and then shuffle.
That art is crazy.
That's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Dang.
Then I will pass to you, Ben.
All right, I'll untap, draw. Play an island for turn. I'll tap 3. Phyrexian Arena.
Ooh.
Beginning my upkeep, I draw a card and lose a life.
Okay.
All right.
And go ahead, Gene.
All right. Untap. Draw.
Ben loses in 40 turns.
All right. I've got a command tower, and I'm going to tap 2 for a nature's lore and go get a forest.
Nice. All your lands are so on theme. They're fantastic.
Yeah, wow.
So cute. I love the pineapple command tower. And now look at my forest. It's so pretty.
Wow.
Oh, I do have something else I can play. Tap this new forest for Birds of Paradise.
Whoa.
Yay! And just like that, everything looks great over here. I think I should use my little tiny tyrant to attack. So
That's fair.
that's gonna come at the one without a creature, Ben.
Okay. Shay doesn't have a creature, but okay.
You're
I'll take
more of
one.
a problem in advance.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
fair. You gotta punish your pet, you know.
I
Maybe.
love Gary.
Maybe I was being bad.
Just not when he gets slime all over me.
Yeah, right.
I'm done.
Cool. I will untap. Draw for turn. I'm going to play an island. I'm going to tap 3 to bring him out. Squidward's here, which means now I'm not happy about this game. I was having fun. Now I'm just here, I guess. And because I'm here, I'm going to swing Vigilant over at you, Shay.
Okay. That's 1.
Just 1.
Okay.
And because I did 1 damage with Kitsa, I get to draw a card because of Squidward. Ooh. And then second main, I'm going to tap Kitsa to draw another card and then discard. That wasn't very exciting. I will discard an island, and I'm going to move to end step and pass.
Okay. I will untap and draw. I will play this forest. And then for 3, I shall cast Reclamation Sage. When it enters, destroy target artifact or enchantment. Hey, Ben, you got a Phyrexian Arena over there, dude. I'm going to target it.
What you got, Ben?
Nothing.
Oh,
It's destroyed.
I didn't mean to rub it in your face. I thought you were looking through your hand. I thought you had it. I'm sorry.
Pass.
Okay, I'll untap. Draw for turn. Play Takanuma Abandoned Mire. Tapping 4 for Talion the Kindly Lord. I will choose, I think 2 is the number I will choose. When he enters the battlefield, choose a number between 1 and 10. Whenever an opponent casts a spell with mana value, power, or toughness equal to the chosen number, 2, that player loses 2 life, and I draw a card. He's a 3/4.
Ben.
What?
2?
2? Yeah, it's a good one.
That was a good one,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Heck yeah.
Cool.
Go ahead, Jeep.
All right. I'm going to tap 4 for Inga and Asika.
Okay.
So now my creatures have vigilance and can be tapped for mana to cast creature spells.
No, shit.
And if I cast a creature spell, if 3 or more was used to cast it, I can draw a card. And now that I can do that, I want to use this and this and this to play another creature, and this is Kethis the Hidden Hand. Legendary spells now cost 1 less to cast, which is great for me. There's also a thing where I could exile 2 legendary cards from my graveyard, but there aren't any, so no worries.
Okay.
So I'm done.
All right. I will untap. And draw. I'm going to play an island, and then I'm going to tap to Ben, and I'm going to play Invisible Stalker. Because of your guy over there, I will take 2.
And I'll draw a card. Thanks, Brendan.
Yeah, you're welcome. Invisible Stalker is hexproof, and Invisible Stalker can't be blocked. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to move to combat, and I'm going to swing Squidward over at you, Shay. He's a 3/2.
Interesting. Interesting. Can I block him?
You can.
Dare I?
You can? Or you don't have to.
Yeah.
Because I get to draw a card if I hit you.
Yeah, right.
But you could.
But I could,
But you don't have to.
I could block it.
You could.
See, this is... Okay, you know what? I'm not going to block it.
Thanks.
I'll take 3.
Because of Squidward, I get to draw a card.
Were you scared, though, for a second?
A little bit, yeah. I was hoping you just let it happen. So that's great. I think with that, I'm just gonna pass for turn.
Okay. I'm going to untap and draw. I'll play a forest. And then for 4, I shall cast Sandy Cheeks. She's here. Which one of you's Dirty Dan?
Are you gonna swing on Dirty Dan? Because I think Ben's Dirty Dan.
No, I'm not.
Oh man. I don't have any great attacks here. And Sandy does not have haste. I'm gonna hold. I'm playing it cool over here.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'll untap. Draw for turn. Play a Temple of Deceit for turn. Scry 1. I'll keep it on top.
That must mean it's good. I don't like it.
Maybe.
Can I mill you?
I'm gonna play Falcon Wrath Noble, flying 2/2. Whenever he or another creature dies, target player loses 1 life and I gain 1 life. And I'll pass to you, Gina.
Okay, I'm ready. I love this for me. I got a reflecting pool. All right. Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? SpongeBob SquarePants. He's here.
And I'm
ready.
scared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
So, now all my legendary creatures get +X+X, which is the number of legendary creatures. This one is not legendary. These folks are. So that means we've got a +4 for each of these. +4.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah. Hey Ben, you got blue. You got any removal over there right now? What's going on? Okay. Understood. I'll start digging.
I feel like I want to go to
You
combat.
don't want to swing at your pet.
He's not on the battlefield.
Well, right.
That's true.
Exactly. Yeah, totally.
And highest life total, Ben Law.
That's the law.
Hey now.
Yeah.
The law.
I'm telling you, you don't want to do it.
Oh. Nah, he got nothing. He's got nothing. It's Ben.
Typical CGB. I'm just him today. You know? You don't want to do it. I gotta.
More often than
I
not,
got a blue
CGB's
man.
bluffing. Don't trust him. Go after him.
I don't know. My stuff is pretty big right now. I think I'm gonna Yeah, I'm gonna swing at you.
Yeah, are you?
Yeah, I am. And I'm gonna swing at you with this one, and this one, and this one.
They're vigilant.
Which are vigilant. I'm gonna swing at you with these 3, Ben.
Okay.
So that is now 7. I'm gonna be so good at math. A 7-8, an 8-8, and a 5-5.
Well, sorry, SpongeBob, but you have to go back to driving school.
Whoa!
Pongify.
Whoa!
You're gonna make an ape.
No!
Wow.
No!
You failed again.
Who died in a pineapple under the sea?
SpongeBob SquarePants.
Now Squidward's excited.
Now I'm in.
You will lose 1 life, and I will gain 1 life from Falcon Wrath Noble. I will block the 1/1 with my Falcon Wrath Noble, and the 3/4 with Talion, and take 4.
Okay. And I have a response, and it is, I stubbed my toe once and I cried for 20 minutes. And my tiny tyrant died. I'm sorry, Plankton. I care that you went to college.
From Plankton dying, you will lose a life, Gina, and I will gain 1 life.
Cool. All set? On your end step, I'm going to flash in Fairy Mastermind.
Ooh.
And then I will move to my turn and
And
untap.
you'll lose 2 life, and I'll draw a card.
Yeah.
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 Thanks.
Tapping 4 for Jace, Wielder of Mysteries. So he's a legendary planeswalker. If you would draw a card while your library has no cards in it, you win the game instead. +1, target player puts the top 2 cards of their library into their graveyard, draw a card. And -8, draw 7 cards. Then if your library has no cards in it, you win the game, which is pretty cool. And then I am going to plus him 1, and then I'm going to have Ben mill 2 cards. Because I know he looked at the top card, and it was...
I already drew it, actually,
dang, I
from your
forgot.
Fairy Mastermind.
Son of a gun!
You're still gonna do that, though?
Yeah, I'm still gonna do
Okay,
it.
Baleful
You jerk.
Strix, and a Swamp.
And then I will draw a card. All right. Moving to combat, I'm going to send flying 2/1 Fairy Mastermind over at you, Ben. Same thing with the Invisible Stalker, which is a 1/1 that can't be blocked. And then a Vigilant Prowess Kitsa Otterball Elite's going to go over at you, Shay. It's actually a 2/4 because of my Jace play.
Okay. I will block with my indestructible Sandy Cheeks.
That's fair.
No blocks, I'll take 3.
Because a creature attacked you, Ben, I'm going to be able to draw a card. In my second main, I'm going to tap Kitsa to draw a card and discard a card. I'm going to discard an island, and I'm going to move to end step and pass.
All right. I'm going to untap and draw. I'm going to pay 1 for a Utopia Sprawl. When it enters, I'm going to choose green.
Are you
Whenever
sure?
Enchanted Forest is tapped for mana, its controller adds an additional 1 mana of the chosen color. And
That
yes,
makes sense.
I'm
Yeah,
so
that makes
sure.
sense then. Okay.
All right, and then for 2, let's equip my Sword of the Animist onto Sandy.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Sandy Cheeks! She's got a sword!
Out of the entire Bikini Bottom world, Sandy would be the one with a sword. That makes sense.
I would agree, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to pay 2 for an Innkeeper's Talent. So right now I'm at level 1, which says at the beginning of combat on your turn, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. Level 2 is permanents you control with counters on them have ward 1. And level 3 is if you would put 1 or more counters on a permanent or player, put twice that many of those kinds of counters on that permanent or player instead.
Okay.
Well,
Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
yippee yo, yippee yay.
Okay. Shay, with that Innkeeper's Talent, you'll lose 2 life, and I'll draw a card.
Okay. All right, I'm going to go to combat, and again, I'm going to ask which one of you is Dirty Dan?
I think this time Gina's Dirty Dan.
Yeah, I would agree.
I think so.
Yeah. It's pretty scary over there.
That's what I'm thinking.
That's for show.
She needs to be shown what Texas is all about.
Yeah. Representing Texas. Okay. So at the beginning of combat, I get to put a 1/1 counter on target creature I control. I'm going to choose Sandy. If I could get a white dice, please. Thank you. Boom. And then she also has a 1/1 from the Sword of the Animist. So, Gina, I'm going to attack you with Sandy Cheeks. She is a 3/3 indestructible. And on attack, My Sword of the Animist will trigger, and I will look for a basic land card and put it onto the battlefield tapped. Alright, I grab my forest to enter tapped, and that's still a 3/3 indestructible coming your way.
Okay, I'm going to be taking 3.
Okay. Karate.
Nice little rhyme. I liked it.
Yes. Okay, that's going to be a Toski trigger because I dealt combat damage to a player, so I will draw a card.
And then, Shay, when you draw your second card for turn, I get to draw a card because of Fairy Mastermind.
Whoa, look at us drawing cards.
We're so cool. They can hurt each other over there. We'll just draw cards over here. That's perfect.
Okay, I'll untap. Draw for turn. Okay, I'll play a swamp for turn. And
No, Gary.
Gary's out.
No.
No! Who let him do that? Somebody stop him.
Gary.
I don't have any responses.
Scary Gary.
Hold on.
Scary Gary.
Hold on. Hold on. They're not changing. They're not changing.
I have a response.
Oh, what? No.
2 for a counter spell.
Oh my
A wacky little spongy counter spell.
Let's go.
Oh
Yeah.
But you want me to be out of the cage. Come on.
Whoa!
You made him an ape.
If you come out of your cage, we
That's
won't be
fair.
doing just fine. So
Wow, that was epic.
awesome.
Yeah, it was-
Well done.
SpongeBob with the SpongeBob counterspell?
Yes.
I mean,
Yes, Ben? What was that?
Oh, you know what? Since I did pay 2 for that spell, though, you do get to have a benefit, right? So I'll
yes.
lose 2 life.
yes.
You're welcome.
I'll draw a card. Thank you.
That's what you wanted.
I think it was still worth it.
Totally.
And then Ben, you drew your second card for each turn, or this turn. So Fairy Mastermind will trigger. I'll draw a card.
Wow.
Another 2-cost spell. God damn it.
Okay, I'll move to combat. I think I'm gonna swing 2 at your Jace there, Brent.
What?
Yeah, get out of here.
Okay.
Well, almost out of here.
Get somewhat out of here.
Yeah. Get one step closer to the door, but still stay here because,
Just like in the lore where he never leaves.
there it is.
Okay, I'll pass to you, Gina.
Cool. I'm gonna untap. I've got a Spara's headquarters for my land that enters tapped. Are you ready to have some fun?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
F is for friends that do things together. U is for you and me. N is for anything, anytime at all. Down here in the deep blue sea.
Oh.
I also tap this ape. Because now SpongeBob only costs 6 to come back in instead of 7 because of my Kethis. Yay!
Yep.
Right. Oh, jeez.
So with that, I'm gonna bring out my little dice to be like, hey, these are all +3/+3.
Wow.
Recognize the situation here.
I do, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Familiar.
There's recognition. There's fear. There's nothing I can do. Ben avoided it last time. I don't think that's the right thing. I think you gotta send it that way.
But I took out Gary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gary is my
We're
friend.
even now.
Which just makes it so much easier to get at him, you know?
Yeah.
You
I
can draw a lot
know.
of cards, Brent.
That's
I
what I was
know.
thinking, and you're kind of mostly open.
But, okay. Well, you don't have to notice it, though. It's okay.
I did notice it though.
Shoot.
So this is a 6/7 and a 7/7. And you, Brent?
Vigilance.
They're vigilant because we're having fun here.
Man, it just makes sense that Squidward's the one that's going to get attacked for 13.
Maybe.
I'll take 13.
Ouch.
Yeah, my life is pain.
I was sadly looking through the blinds.
Yeah.
And that's my turn.
Sweet. I will untap. I will tap 2. Unfortunately, I played
2, huh?
Yep. Triscular Declophile. I said kind of close. I have no maximum hand size. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you have exactly 13 cards in your hand, you win the game. That's
Oh.
2, Ben. So I will take 2.
Oh, yes, thank you.
Go ahead and draw.
How many cards in your hand
How
right
many
now?
are there?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No big deal. No big deal.
That's a little close. though.
Yeah.
And then I will tap 2 to put out Ominous Seas. Whenever you draw a card, put a foreshadow counter on Ominous Seas. Remove 8 foreshadow counters from an Ominous Seas and create an 8/8 blue Kraken creature token.
Nice.
Which is kind of like a squid, just a big squid, so it works with Squidward. It's 2, Ben, so I will take 2.
Man,
You drew your second card for this turn, so Fairy Mastermind will trigger, so I will draw a card.
you
So
really
you're up
do
to
have.
9?
No, I played 1, so I'm just still at 8.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, I'm still at 8.
Okay.
I'm going to plus Jace up to 4, and I'm going to say, Gina, go ahead and mill the top 2 cards of your library because you hurt me a lot.
Okay, that's a 3 visits and a Triland, the Rogrin Triome.
And I will draw a card, which will put a counter over here, foreshadow counter on Ominous Seas. I'm going to go ahead and move to combat. Kitsa, Otterball Elite's going to go over at Yushay. I do have a prowess trigger, so it's actually a 2/4. And then Invisible Stalker is going to go at you, Ben, that can't be blocked.
Okay.
So it's 1 at both, or 1 at you, Ben, and 2 at Yushay.
I will take 2, no blocks.
No blocks.
Cool. Because those both hit each individual players, I will draw 2 cards.
I mean, do you have oh, you do have a no max hand.
So you have 10.
Yeah.
10.
I love how you're keeping track of this.
Okay. And then because I drew those 2 cards, Ominous Seas is going to get 2 counters. So I'm up to 3. And I'm going to move to end step and pass turn.
This is bad, you guys.
Yes, this is bad. I will untap and draw. Brent.
What? There's no way I'm the most dangerous one. Look at this. And she's only going to get bigger.
You could easily draw more cards.
Sandy knows karate.
I do.
That's
know
right.
that.
And you should fight SpongeBob.
No, Sandy's my best friend. Shh, Gary, don't listen.
Oh, Patrick.
Yeah, Patrick.
Yeah.
I have a lot of best friends.
Yeah, fair enough. SpongeBob.
That is a very SpongeBob thing to say.
Okay, I'll play Forest as my land for turn.
Good move.
Thank you, thank you.
Yep, yep. I'm here to be supportive. We can all be friends. F is for friends.
F is for fire that burns down the whole town. U is for uranium.
Bombs!
N is for no survivors.
And who's dropping bombs? SpongeBob. Let's be clear.
Okay, first I'm gonna pay 1
Okay.
for a Findhorn Elves.
Very cool.
Everything's fine. Then for 3,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna cast a Bridgeworks Battle. Target creature you control gets +2/+2 until end of turn. It fights up to 1 target creature you don't control. I'm gonna give the +2/+2 to Sandy, and I'm gonna have her fight the Triskaidekaphile.
Okay.
Woo!
My life is pain. Still.
Sadly looks through blinds.
Okay, perfect. So that happens, and she'll keep that +2/+2 till the end of turn. So I'll have to remember that in combat.
Brent, because your Triskaidekaphile died, you will lose 1 life and I'll gain 1.
Your Trisket cracker.
Cool.
Yes.
Man. Mm-hmm. You guys see how there's an odd man out in the life totals? I'm just saying, you don't always have to beat up on me.
How many cards are in your hand, Brent?
11?
It doesn't
Yeah.
really matter
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Exactly. Thank you, Ben.
Not anymore.
Thank you, Ben.
Yeah, we took care
I'm
of
just saying, that's still a lot of cards. Maybe I'll just keep track just so that I know how much to care.
I'm a little worried about Ben too. He's been drawing lots of cards.
How many cards do you have, Ben?
You gotta get a dice for that.
will.
I have 8 currently.
Okay.
And what
I
about her
can't
board?
read this.
I know. She does
Yeah.
have a scary board, but I'm thinking about making a deal with Gina.
What?
Hey, Creative
Yeah, what?
friend.
Hey!
What's going on?
So your board's scary.
And you know karate.
I know karate. Sandy, if I attack with her, she would be a 6/6 indestructible this turn. Mm-hmm. So that's pretty big. Mm-hmm. You know, if I don't send Sandy to you, will you maybe not attack me next turn?
I can make that deal.
Okay. Yes! Best friends!
Best friends.
Best friends. Okay, so I'm gonna go to combat. When I do, on the beginning of my combat, I'm gonna put a 1/1 counter on Sandy Cheeks. Ben, I'm attacking you with Sandy. On attack, I will also get a basic land from my sword. So she is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She's a 6/6. Okay, got my forest. It's tapped.
I will take 6.
Okay.
Ben, you didn't want to block with the thing that hurts us for playing 2s?
No. I
Okay.
didn't, Brent.
No big deal.
All right, I did combat damage to you, Ben, so I'm going to draw a card off of Sandy.
Shay, that's you drawing your second card this turn, so Fairy Mastermind will trigger, so I will draw a card. I will also get to take up Ominous Seas up to 4, and yes, Gina, my hand is up to 12 now if you want to keep that track for nothing anymore.
Spite. Just for spite.
Oh, wow.
All right, in my second main, I'm going to pay 1 into my Innkeeper's Talent to bring it to level 2. And that says, permanents you control with counters on them have ward 1. Then I'll pass to Ben.
Okay. I'll untap. Usually you have more swamps out when you play this, but it's gonna work this time. I'm gonna tap. Oh, actually. I'm gonna tap that Shipwreck Marsh for a bubbling muck.
Oh.
Until end of turn, whenever a player taps a swamp for mana, it produces an additional swamp.
Okay.
Dang, okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait.
1, 2, 3, okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Gary's back.
Gary.
Yay.
Usually SpongeBob is really sad when Gary goes missing. I'm not sad right now.
Well, you found him. He's here. Anyone got a response?
This time I do not.
Yes.
With 12 cards in hand, you'd think the blue player would be able to do something.
You've got 2 open.
And 2
I
open.
know!
Where's your counter spell?
I was hoping to draw it on the options to draw, but as we got here, I have not. I'm sorry. I'm a
Okay,
failure.
Cool.
I have no response
Cool.
either.
I will go to my end step. And all of your creatures, guys, will get a slime counter.
No.
So
Now bring
2
for
of my
slime.
creatures die.
Ditto. 2 of my creatures will die.
My birds of paradise will die. Bye, bird.
Looks like 5 total creatures died.
Okay, 5 creatures died, so I will create 5 slug tokens.
Gross.
Gina, you'll lose 3 from Falcon Wrath Noble, and Shay, you will lose 2, and I'll gain 5.
Okay.
Thank you
Okay.
for seeing reason, Ben. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. And I have exactly 7 cards in hand. Go ahead, Gina.
Ben has the highest life total. Let's kill him.
Can't disobey my own rules. Fair enough.
Disobey.
Yeah, right.
The way you put that.
I'm tapping only 2 for Najila the Blade Blossom.
Okay.
Whenever a warrior attacks, I can have its controller create a 1/1 warrior creature token that's tapped and attacking. I finally get to do the SpongeBob trigger! Yay! So let's see if I can find something cool. So I'm going to exile cards until I can find a legendary and non-land. I really want this vampire. This is a really cool vampire, but it's too big.
Aw.
Soul Ring, land, instant,
It's there.
land,
We're getting there.
land.
Oh.
Ooh, it's a doggy.
Oh.
It's a very
Hey.
good doggy. And whenever another legendary permanent enters the battlefield under my control, I can put a +1/+1 on Yoshimaru, ever faithful.
Cute.
I love this dog.
Very cute.
I'm very excited about this dog.
What, you got a new pet? I see. Okay. Fine.
Whoa.
Whatever.
Gary, you slimed me.
Gary
Whatever.
is jelly.
Okay. I see how it is.
What's
Oh.
Gary have to say about it? Yeah. Because of how these entered on the stack, Yoshimaru actually enters first, and then Najila. So my doggy immediately gets a counter, which is really cool for me. But I also trigger the Italian, and I have to take 2.
Yep. And I'll draw a card.
And now I will go to combat.
Woo!
As you move there, I believe this dice should get a little higher for you. For
I
your
think it
math.
should. 5!
Wow.
5 legendary creatures.
Wow.
Ben, you ain't hiding from nobody, dude. You can't throw Tox around here and hide.
I'm so glad I'm friends with SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Gary.
I'm so glad I'm not Ben.
You hurt me, Gary. I am going to... Ben, I'm going to swing my vigilant creatures at you.
No boy.
This is an 8-8, a 7-8, a 9-9, and a 2-2.
7, 8, 9, and 2.
All my favorite numbers.
That's why 6 was afraid of 7.
It's like 26 damage. Jesus. Well, I'll block the 2-2 with Talion because I don't want him to die.
God damn.
And I'll block Joda with my 2-2. And that'll be it. And I'll take 15.
In response to your blocks, I'm going to tap all the rest of my lands for Nagila's ability, which is I can untap all attacking creatures. They will gain trample, lifelink, and haste until end of turn. And after this phase, there's an additional combat phase.
Oh my.
Lifelinks.
Go, SpongeBob, go!
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, combat damage. My Falcon Wrath will die. Your Ape will die. So that's the 2 Falcon Wrath triggers. And I'll lose 15.
And then SpongeBob gets trample.
Right, I was gonna say trample applies now too, right?
So that
Oh, yeah.
9-9 hitting your 2-2 is an additional 7.
7, yeah.
Okay. 11. Okay, and then the Falcon Wrath I'll do from his trigger of him dying and the Ape dying, I'll do 2 to you, Gina, and I'll gain 2.
And then we have to add up all of it for lifelink.
Yeah.
You gain
just-
26 life.
You just doubled your life total, Gina, from that one attack.
And that's just one of your combats.
It's the best day ever. Best day ever. Everyone, best day ever.
No.
Okay, now stop.
Wow.
My life is pain.
Scary.
Oh, let's go.
I will make a slug because the ape died with a slime counter. Look at my versatile tokens here.
Very slug-like.
Yes.
All right, Gina, what are you going to do next for your next trick?
That's a good question. I don't really want any more slime counters.
I
That's
think
fair.
that is fair.
So I think I would like to do something about that.
Okay.
Ben,
No, please, no.
welcome to my second combat. I'm swinging my vigilant attackers at you.
Holy cow.
And that's still till it doesn't just. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
9, 9, 7, 8, and 8, 8.
Okay. Well, I think some slugs are gonna die this time.
And they all have trample.
Right. right. So 15. Yeah, it's still 24.
Yikes.
Wow.
I have 11. Okay, I will block your SpongeBob with 6 slugs and Talion to kill it. And then I will block Toxrill with your Kethis. So I'll take 8 still. Okay, combat damage. I have 9 on Joda.
Oh, SpongeBob,
So he will
why? I'll miss
And
you.
Joda did get through all these guys and trample over because of Talion's toughness from the previous combat. And I'll take 1 from that.
Now let's talk about these guys. First off, the buff goes away from SpongeBob. And we have Gary and Kethis facing down. And so Kethis is also going down, but taking Gary with him.
Right, because he'll die after Joda leaves. I'll put him in the command zone.
And then you have this guy.
And then I'll still take 8 from Azika.
Gary, we have to stop meeting like this in the command zone. But I still gain 24 life, so that can't be all bad, right?
Oh my goodness.
It's been so long since I've had 24 life. 76.
Oh my gosh.
Do you have some really cool slugs?
Oh yeah. I got 2 slugs from your creatures dying, Gina. Yeah. Hey Brent, Talion's gone.
Yay! I'm gonna untap and I'm gonna draw for turn. All right, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tap 4 for 20-toed toad. Your maximum hand size is now 20. Whenever you attack with 2 or more creatures, you put a +1/+1 counter on 20 Toad. And draw a card.
Okay.
Whenever 20 Toad attacks, you win the game if there are 20 or more counters on it, or you have 20 or more cards in hand. So that's pretty cool.
How many cards do you have in hand there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Bring back the 12 die. And then I missed out on my draw step. I actually get a +1 counter over on Ominous Seas. I'm going to move to combat. Kitsa Otterball Elite is going to attack you, Shay, for 1.
What? Okay, I'll take 1.
Thanks. And because it hit, I'm going to draw a card with Squidward. And because I drew a card with Squidward, I get to go ahead and tick this up, Ominous Seas up to 6. And then in my second main, I'm going to tap Kitsa to draw a card and discard a card. Huh. I'm going to discard an island. Because I drew that card, I'm going to get a counter on Ominous Seas, go up to 7. I'm going to plus Jace up to 5, if I can find it. There you go. And I think, Gina, go ahead and mill the top 2 cards, and I'm going to draw a card.
Okay. Got Reki, the History of Kamigawa, and Timeless Lotus.
And I'm going to go ahead and draw. And then because I drew, I'm going to go ahead and put another counter on Ominous Seas, up to 8. I'm going to go ahead and tap 2 and put out Sapphire Medallion. Blue spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Isn't that cool?
So cool.
I'm going to go ahead and remove the 8 counters from my Ominous Seas to create an 8/8 blue Kraken creature token.
That's
Oh
pretty
no, it's
nifty.
here.
I know.
Then I'll move to end step and pass the turn.
Okay. Rogue's Passage.
Yeah. You need my help, right, Shay?
I don't know what I need right now.
Yeah, fair enough.
So Brent is still 8 cards away.
I can help
So
on my
far
turn
away.
with Gina.
Oh, okay. That's great. Because that 76 is scary.
Yeah.
Yeah. For 5, I'm gonna cast Defiler of Vigor. This is a 6/6 trampler. As an additional cost to cast green permanent spells, you may pay 2 life. Those spells cost green less to cast if you paid life this way. This effect reduces only the amount of green mana you pay. Whenever you cast a green permanent spell, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control.
That's pretty cool.
Woo!
I mean, not cool for Gina, because obviously that's what's the 6 is going to go eventually, but...
Whatever you say. All right, then I'm gonna pay 4 to bring my Innkeeper's Talent to level 3. If you would put 1 or more counters on a permanent or player, put twice that many of each of those kinds of counters on that permanent or player instead. Now I'm gonna go to combat. Gina, you're scary. Sandy Cheeks is going to attack you. At the beginning of combat, I'm gonna put a 1/1 counter onto Sandy Cheeks, but it's gonna be 2 counters.
Whoa.
Ciao! Ka-chow! Okay, great. So, what is that? She's a 6/6. Hoya!
Ah! All right, 6/6 indestructible. This is very fair. Life is a resource. We're just gonna
Yes.
I'll just take that down to 70.
Perfect. And I almost forgot on attack, my Sword of the Animus triggers. There's a forest, it enters tapped. All right, I did combat damage. I will draw from Sandy. All right, that's everything for me. Over to you, Ben.
Okay. I'm alive.
You're still here.
Draw. Okay, let's start off by doing this. Gina, I'm gonna Infernal Grasp Ezeka, and I'll lose 2. Oh, boy. That's half my life, guys. So this is a big commitment.
Well
I'm
done,
gonna
man.
destroy
Ben,
it.
that's crazy.
All right, Inga and Asika go away. That takes away my vigilance and my ability to use creatures to cast.
Okay, I'll lose half my life from that.
Jeez Louise.
Do you want a 4/4, Gina?
Do I?
Yeah.
What's gonna happen in return?
Don't worry about it.
I'm a little worried.
I'm gonna tap 2 to resculpt Najila. I'm gonna resculpt Najila into a 4/4 elemental, blue and red elemental.
Oh man.
Yeah, but 4/4 is bigger than 3/2.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. Just ignore all the other stuff you lose. You're good.
All right, you better
I
make
gotta
it
draw
happen
it.
for
Okay.
me.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
It's only fair that you have to do the art.
Here's your cute elemental. He's got fangs. He's got fangs.
I think it's cute, Ben.
Thank you.
Cool. So this is my strong battlefield. Cool.
I'll play a Fellor Stone. I'll tap that Fellor Stone for a Mystic Remora. I'll tap 3 for a Necromancy.
Oh.
Because I didn't cast it at flash speed, it won't be sacrificed. And I'll get a Zika, Inga and a Zika back under my control with this attached to it.
Whoa.
Oh, shoot.
Destroy him only to take him back?
Yeah, I know. It was too good for you. It needs to be on my battlefield.
Wow. That hurts a little.
And that is all I got. Go ahead, Gene.
Okay. Took all my stuff. I'm gonna remember. Draw. Yes, I've got 2 cards. Yes. Well, I do not have enough lands to get SpongeBob back because you took my really cool thing that let me tap creatures. So instead, I'm gonna bring in a tapped Sacred Foundry for my land, and I'm going to tap 3 for a Chromatic Lantern. So all of my lands can be any color, and I don't have to think anymore. And I would like that for me.
That's what's helpful.
I'm just getting a brain rest, and that is all.
In a 5-color deck, that's pretty helpful.
Yeah.
Are you gonna pay 4 for that lantern, Gina? Or else I'll just draw a card.
You know what? Since I have nothing to play, I sure am.
Dang it.
I can't have a card.
Stick it to
I don't have any cards. You don't get to have any new cards.
Fair enough.
I'm done.
Cool. I will untap. And I will draw. And because I drew, I get to put a counter on Ominous Seas. I'm going to start by taking up Jace to 6. And Ben, go ahead and mill the top 2 of your deck, and I'm going to draw a card.
Okay. Reality Chip and a Sinister Starfish.
And because I drew that card, I'm going to get a tick up on Ominous Seas.
Brent, what are you cooking over there?
I'm doing a lot of math, and I think I got it figured out, but we're going to run it real quick. So first I'm going to tap 2 to bring out Midnight Clock.
Okay.
Oh, not that thing again.
Oh, tap for a blue. You got a bunch of other things. The words don't really matter on this one. Mostly I'm getting out there because it's going to trigger prowess on Kitza. So now it's a 2/4. Okay. And then I'm going to move to combat.
Okay.
And I'm going to swing with everything.
Whoa.
I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to swing. You know what? Because it's funny, Ben sitting at 2, I'm going to swing everything at you. So I got an 8/8. I've got a 3/2. I've got a 2/4. And I've got a 3/3. Kitza's vigilant, but just so you know, all 4's coming at you, all right?
Okay.
On attacks, I'm gonna go ahead and tap 2 more, and I'm gonna play Keep Watch. It's gonna do a couple things. One, it's gonna trigger prowess on Kitza. So now Kitza's a 3/4. This card's on the stack, and it's gonna draw a card for each attacking creature.
No.
While that's on the stack, I'm gonna pay 2, tapping Kitza to copy the instant
Oh no.
Keep Watch.
Oh.
No.
What?
So there's
No.
4 creatures attacking. So I'm going to draw 4. With the copy, I'm going to draw 8.
What? That would put him at.
So
What?
1,
No.
2,
No.
3, 4, 5,
How
6,
many?
7, 8. And then because I'm also attacking with 2 or more creatures, I'm going to put a +1/+1 on 20-toed Toad and draw a card. So let me grab that.
How many?
Let me grab one of these.
No.
And that's there. So now 20-toed Toad is attacking, and whenever 20-toed Toad attacks, you win the game if you have 20 or more cards in hand.
No.
So see, 1, 2,
Are you
3,
serious?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21
My God.
cards.
Are you serious? Brett.
Dude.
I CGB'd the game!
You see?
I did it!
Oh my God.
I'm blue player!
Are you
No.
kidding me?
I hate it.
I have 2 Mystic Remora triggers, Brent. So
I
I'm
can't
gonna draw
pay.
2.
Here you go, Ben.
Nope, that won't do it.
Okay.
It's okay. This one.
It's a counter spell, but I don't have the mana for it.
God, you starting that sentence with "it's a counterspell" went no.
my gosh. Okay, we'll be right back with the CoolStuffInc.com cards of the game. And we're back with the CoolStuffInc.com card of the game. Why don't you go first, and let's go this way, Gina.
All right. Well, I did love me some SpongeBob. This was a lot of fun, just having all sorts of legendary action.
Yep.
But the card of the game has to be the card that led to the best day ever. And that was Najila, the Blade Blossom, who had a crazy ability where I could get all the trample and the lifelink and the haste and the crazy life total, and it was really fun for me.
That was a wild turn.
Yeah, it
That
was
was an
so
intense
fun.
combat.
Crap. Ben went down,
Yeah.
you went up.
Yeah.
Real far.
Dramatically, yeah.
Yes.
My CoolStuffInc.com card of the game is Talion the Kindly Lord because it let me draw a lot of cards, and it's usually not my playstyle, but it worked pretty well.
It was annoying.
I was trying to get there, but you guys know how bad Toxrill is,
Yes.
so fair enough.
It makes it pretty obvious pretty quick how bad it
Yeah,
is.
it definitely does. It definitely does. Yeah.
Yes.
Shay, what do you got?
Yeah, my Cool Stuff Inc. card of the game is Innkeeper's Talent. I don't know if I've ever cast this card before. If I have, I don't recall it being this good. It was really good in this game. It was great moving through the levels, and then especially level 3 with doubling my counters. I felt like I was finally starting to do something with Toski, and she
Yeah.
was getting scary, and then, the game ended. But it would have been cool if it had continued.
For
Would have
sure.
been so many counters.
Brent, champion, what do you got?
My card of the game could only be one thing. 20-toed toad. 1, because it's fun to say, and 2, it won me the game. Being able to draw those cards, getting up for the win is really cool. And you know what? For one time in Squidward's life, his life is not pain, it's joy.
What?
Which just means we all win.
No, you drawing all of those cards was as insufferable as Squidward's clarinet practice.
Oh, wow.
It
Okay.
was.
All right. Now lover of the arts. I get it. No, it's not for everybody. It's not for everybody.
Okay, that's a wrap, guys. And as always, you're cool. We're cool. go to CoolStuffInc.com, promo code WORST or CGB5, but use WORST, come on. But at Dragon Shield, use CGB5, get your sleeves to protect your Talions and your SpongeBob cards.
Yep.
As always, we'll see you next time.
You're cool.
The winner takes all. It's the thrill of one more kill, the last one to fall. Will never sacrifice their will. Don't ever look back on the world closing in, beyond the attack, with your wings on the wind. No, the games will begin. And it's sweet, sweet, sweet victory. Yeah. And it's ours for the taking. It's ours for the fight. And it's sweet, sweet, sweet victory. Yeah. And the one who lives to fall. The winner takes all.